Oh, you really like sitting up there. You wasn't bullshitting.
Man, I feel weird as shit down here. Now I gotta get back down there from up here. They keep having me looking like a motherfucking Jolly Green Giant and
901, click.
try to get my height on. I feel like a nigga with Timbs now. Short niggas love Timbs because it's like men heels.
You got some high heel Timbs, right? I was about to say.
Like
some high heel Timbs.
Not the high heel Timbs, not the money reside joints, but not the money reside Timbs. Take me to the grow house. Take me to the grow house. I wanna grow. I grew up off of you. Now I'm seeing y'all all grow up to be the most beautiful plants ever. I love my life. Thank you, WikiLeaf. How does it feel to be retired?
It feels good, to be honest with you. You know, I'm going into 4 years now, and it seems like yesterday I was just playing. But I transitioned into business and then more of a full-time father, so I don't regret it. I don't miss it. I still talk about it and get paid to talk about it. I still coach it, but I mean, I'm enjoying retirement for sure.
Yo, you did another show I was a part of, Living Black, and they had this showcase about you being a dad.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's one of, and you've done a lot of shit. Anybody that's started being an athlete from the sandbox to get to a point where they can get drafted, they can play in the NBA, they've done shit. Do you ever feel like with your kids, you want them to follow your footsteps or do the shit that you did?
Not necessarily. I want them to be happy. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, if they choose, like they've chosen basketball at this point, they're 12, so I'm gonna give them, you know, every resource I can to help them get there. But regardless, you know, I'm of the mind frame, you know, you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning than making the NBA. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was one of the lucky ones. So it's
but some niggas be like this, I'm getting ready to go out in the rain though, right?
Right, to try, fuck it, right? I feel it.
Everybody, like, people had to follow their kid. They know you're a no-nonsense motherfucker. You don't take no shit, right? I'm trying to figure out how to segue to do this shit like, nigga, you nice with your hands, right?
Yeah, I just been fighting for a long time, that's it.
Do you know how fucking awful that is for a regular face nigga look like me?
He said a regular face.
To grow up. And it was pretty niggas that could fight, nigga. That's the worst threat to the urban community. A pretty nigga with good hair that can fight, nigga. That nigga will ruin the rest of your life.
Because I grew up, I'm Italian and black, and right. I grew up in the Bay Area, you know, until I was 9 years old, and then moved to Sacramento.
Niggas call you like a light dark-skinned nigga one day.
I was never black enough, and I was never white enough, you know, but my parents always put me into white schools once we got to Sac.
So your parents, your mom?
My mom was Italian and my dad's black.
I got a question about that.
Go ahead.
How is it, I know a lot of people that are biracial, right? Mm-hmm. When it comes to connecting with the identity, they usually connect with one side more than the other.
Yeah.
Usually in the case of biracial kids, for some reason, it's always, well, from my experiences, it's always the kid connected to their black side. How was that for you?
Well, I think, because I think the world makes you do that almost, you know what I mean? Like if you have a drop of blood and you're black, and I'm okay with that, you know, but I was someone who was very proud of both sides of my heritage, you know, obviously being Italian and black, but in high school I faced a situation, like I said, I went to a majority, probably 97% white high school, and then I was a senior, my sister was a sophomore, and this kid kept fucking with her and calling her a nigger and ended up spitting in her hair, and when I ended up seeing him and beat the dog shit out of him. And then we ended up...
See, that's the hands part I was talking about, son.
So we ended up, anyway, ended up going to the office, they don't believe me. I'm 2 months away from going to UCLA on my scholarship. They don't believe me, they suspend me. So the week I'm suspended, the KKK comes into my high school and vandalizes the high school.
Nigga, the KKK actually go to schools, nigga, in the daytime?
Bro.
Wait,
what the fuck? Where do you go to school?
Sacramento.
Okay.
Like burned down the bathroom, had a mannequin with the noose
Sacramento
on it.
known for the KKK shit.
Died nigger across it, had swastikas everywhere. It was like national headlines. So I think that's when I kind of realized that although I'm very proud to be Italian and black, that the world looks at me as a black man. So I was fine with that.
They always do that. With me, they just look at my face and say guilty for anything, son. For any motherfucking thing.
Stupid.
What's the name of your weed company?
7 Leaves.
Have you been a weed smoker?
Since I was 14.
Really?
Yeah, so my dad was a butcher by day, a drug dealer by night growing up. So I stole weed from my dad when I was like 14 and tried it. And it was some bullshit, so it gave me a headache and everything, but I wasn't really a quitter, you know what I mean? So I gave it another try.
Yeah, there you go. That's where you motherfucking inspiration right here, nigga. If that shit fire, nigga, go back. Stop playing.
I gave it another try, and then, I've been smoking because at the time, like I grew up, I had a rough childhood, and so to me, I didn't realize the properties of it, but it allowed me to focus, allowed me to sleep, it allowed me kind of just to escape.
And I remember at the beginning you said you're a functional smoker. But normally, well, I think that may be back in the day, but when you think about marijuana, the only thing you see is somebody like, oh, I'm so fucked up.
It's the stigmas. I think that's what's held the plant back for so long. And although you smoke enough of the good weed, it's gonna get you like that. But like I said, I've been doing it for a long time. And I think the stigmas have been lifted, and I think the fact that athletes are your favorite athletes and the best athletes in the world are kind of slowly but surely coming out talking that they use to medicate.
How do you do a whole season and don't smoke? I know after you couldn't wait for that game to be over.
No, I smoked during my career the whole time. I just had to dodge it. I had to just know the game. I just know I had to eat clean.
Oh, niggas want to know the secret, son. Niggas want to know the secret, son. You had fake peas, son?
No, I never did that. I just, so my first, I got
you've been tested?
Oh, yeah. So I played 15 years. So.
Goddamn.
I came in 02, 03, and we used to just get one preseason test. So the whole team would line up in the preseason, we'd pee, and then we were straight. So it wasn't like they were promoting weed. They just didn't test for it.
Right.
So we used to just do our thing. And I want to say like 05, 06, they started coming with 4 random tests because I think football and baseball were getting in trouble for steroids. We didn't really have no steroid problems. What is the majority black league doing? Oh, they're probably smoking weed. So that's when we started getting 4 random tests.
When it got to the point where there was on random shit, then you couldn't take a chance like that?
No, I was still doing it. I just I would have a conversation with people who knew a little something about a little something, and I'd just get a heads up,
Oh, niggas, no niggas.
Yeah, so that's been my goal too, is kind of be the shield for current players, because I had to go through it. Guys before me had to go through it, but I'm proud to say that they're in a position now where they're not being tested, and I'm hoping, like I said, with continued education, it comes to a point where, you see athletes endorsing alcohol. So I hope it gets to a point where you can see athletes promoting, medicating.
When did you feel your entrepreneur spirit like kicking in? Was it after you got out the league where you say, I need something to kill time, but you always...
That's too late. That's how motherfuckers go broke. If you don't have a plan before you get out the league, that's a problem. You know what I mean? So I got lucky. I was able to play 15 years, and I think at like...
What's the average?
3 years.
3, God damn.
Wow.
So I started at like 32, so I was about 10 years in, 12 years in. I ended up playing until I was 37. But I'm like, should I beat the odds? I know this shit is coming to an end soon. I don't know when it is, so what do I want to do? So I started investing in stuff that I was into, stuff that I like, stuff that I use, stuff that I would eat, stuff that my kids like. So by the time, and that's what motherfuckers don't understand, is they think because you have money and you invest that it's gonna happen like that. This shit is a process like everyone else. So, business didn't really evolve for the 3 investments I made for almost 3 years, almost 4 years later. So like I said, if I wait till I'm 37 when I get out, and I don't have nothing going on for those 3 years with no more income coming in, like I said, that's how motherfuckers can go broke. I just can't believe you sitting on the counter right now.
Nigga, you want
No, you good. I don't mind it at all.
Talking about that shit. Look how stupid I look there, son.
You up here sitting Indian
go
style
wide. They gonna go wide as shit right there.
No, go ahead. You can sit up there.
You feel better now, nigga?
I feel fine when you was up there.
I'm just saying. You ain't like me looking you eye to eye like that. You wanted me to get down to my little area.
You good. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
He was like, little nigga, you know you supposed to be down here.
Climb back on your perch. You good.
Nah, you just fucked my whole shit up, son. I was comfortable as shit up there, man. What was music like right before the game?
Pac.
Right before you about to get in the game, you about Tupac?
Mm-hmm.
For real?
Yeah.
All Pac?
All Pac.
Yeah.
All
and
Pac.
you grew up on the West Coast?
Yeah, I was here, yeah.
Because then you know the era when everybody said I keep on trying to bring up beef. In that era, why did, with East Coast and West Coast beef being so big, why did the West Coast embrace Tupac so much?
Why did they?
Yeah.
Because, I think he got his game from California. That's what he said. He said he got his game from the Bay Area. And then he was just around LA, and he repped LA tough. He repped California tough. So he was born in Baltimore or in New York and lived over there and did stuff over there, but he claimed over here and they embraced him and accepted him, you know, because he was just he was an incredible individual.
Did you meet him? You met him?
Never got a chance to meet.
That's unfortunate for a lot of people.
My heart. I mean, I'm good friends with Snoop. You know, got a chance to talk to Dre before, but never got a chance to meet Pac.
There's another young guy that I think probably was way before his time, and when you hear his name, especially when you talk about hear his name, especially talking about now, they kind of represented that same energy as Pac, Nipsey.
Absolutely.
You had a relationship with Nipsey?
These are the two people. I got both of them on my hands.
Oh, nigga.
In 2010, my brother always sent me music. He's like, you'll like this young cat, listen to him. So I started bumping Nip at the right when he came on. And so by the time I was a Laker, I was like, I'm fucking with bro. So I just signed to the Lakers. The season just started, and I sent him like a Twitter message. Got a hold of him, invited him to a game. Bro came, smoked, came and did one of my birthday parties in the Bay. So it wasn't like we were tight, but we was cool.
Yeah,
you know
you
what
was
I mean?
cool.
Like I would roll around
and it was
with
like,
them to
it was
some
cool,
shows.
and then what people don't understand is like, people think like friendships, relationships, just sealed by how long you know the person.
It was just respect
the
and love
energy.
every time
You
we
could just
seen each
feel it.
other. You
It's
know, it was
mutual
always
respect.
love. You know what I mean? Like I said, he came and did my birthday party. You know what I mean? So, and literally saw him like 8 days before he had passed. I just got off the freeway, get some gas. I pulled up to him. So I used to see, like, I used to follow him around when I played for the Lakers. I would go to some of those little shows he had in the South Bay because I lived out there, and we'd be up top, and is that Laker dude back there smoking with a bunch of 60s? Like, he would be tripping out. I'd be back
I
there.
know,
just
nigga, you
chilling with
tripped
him.
me out. Nigga, you supposed to join me at the Cancer Society benefit. I was like, nigga, I was like this, son. I didn't even know y'all smoked in the league. I was like, don't that nigga got a game tomorrow, nigga? Yo, that shit freaked me out. I was like, they trying to see if I'm the police or something, son. What do you think probably one of the most misunderstood things is about you, that people misunderstand you about? That you don't give a fuck, but every once in a while you like, they...
That I'm a bad person. I think because I had to grind to get in the league, and I got into some shit early on, and I got into some shit with Cove, and I was just, that kind of painted me as the villain. You know what I mean? So at the beginning, it used to be like, damn, I'm not a bad person. How come people think I am?
Real niggas knew that, son.
Yeah, they fuck with me.
Real niggas was like this. I know he ain't a bad person. He a go hard nigga. He go hard.
But it's politics. There's so much politics in that game. You know what I mean? And rich white men run every single team and run the league. You know what I mean? So it's just a stigma. I got tattoos. I fight. It just is what it is. So
and then you light skin knocking niggas out too. So I know I ain't trying to dwell on a nigga, but that's just it just don't happen like that.
Speaking of politics, you're in the cannabis space. Can you talk to us a little bit about social equity, since that's kind of a hot topic, especially in Southern California right now?
Yeah, that's the lane I'm in. You know, I'm the senior advisor over at Ease, which is the biggest delivery company in California, and I'm the
Wait, you got influence? You on the board?
I'm gonna be eventually.
Nigga, come on, I gotta talk to you, son.
Yeah.
Yo, right there, fuck that. We got an idea, go fuck the game up, son.
I'll definitely hear it after this. So that's my whole play, is, you know, we have a program called Momentum, and we take applicants and we pick 10 minorities, give them $50,000 to help them start their business, train them, educate them, open up our doors at Ease for resources, and help them get to a point where they're really ready to pitch to people with real money.
This show is History of Hip Hop High. We smoke and we talk about hip hop and history. She's a bud tender.
Okay.
No, that's disrespectful. You want to tell them your shit again?
I'm a cannabis educator, aka Tammy Pettigrew, aka the Cannabis Cutie, MBA bitch is what I've been told to add to it. MBA,
I didn't say,
bitch.
I said bitch, it just sting. I mean,
MBA,
it's just like,
bitch.
it's
Hey,
you know?
Yeah.
well, that's dope.
But she only answered one question at a time.
It's not true.
Yeah, she can't do like rapid questions at a time.
It's not true. You know, there's really good hip hop conversations being had, and I don't have any interjection points, and I'm actually enjoying the view. So when there's cannabis, that's my cue. But
there you go. Hey, there's a role for everybody.
I'm respecting it. Yeah, exactly.
Be a star in your role.
Thank you.
So this round, the speed round, is being brought to you by Ease and one of Ease partners.
Out to Ease, yes.
And possibly. So we're gonna do something a little different this time. That's the Ease bag?
Yep, that's the Ease bag.
Appreciate
it.
We got all type of bags.
Yep.
So since you all about the speed round, I want you to have a benefit to do the speed round with Matt.
Basically, what he's saying is he's too high to read these questions.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said, son.
It's all good.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, MJ or Kobe?
Coke.
Do you smoke every day?
Yes.
Wake and bake, lunch, dinner blunt, or nightcap?
All day.
All right. Blunts or papers?
Papers.
Indica or sativa?
Sativa.
Body or brains?
Brains.
Chicken or beef?
Chicken.
Xbox or PlayStation?
Neither.
Atari or Nintendo?
Ooh, Nintendo.
Friday or Coming to America?
Friday.
Timberlands or Jordans?
Tim's.
You dark-skinned nigga, he said it.
Tim's.
All right. Straight hair or curly?
Curly.
Ramen or pho?
Ramen.
Light or dark liquor?
Dark.
Benz or Beamer?
Benz.
Favorite cereal?
Frosted Flakes.
Who would want to fight, Bugs Bunny or Energizer Bunny?
Bugs.
How many grams is in an eighth?
Ooh, I don't know. I just smoke more than that.
You supposed to know that one, son.
Oh, yeah, I do not. I don't,
3.5.
I don't pay attention like
That's
that.
what I was gonna say, 3.5.
How many ounces in a pound?
Don't know that either.
16.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that one, too.
I play hoop.
Nigga, give me your
I didn't have
company,
to be
nigga.
a drug dealer. You know what I mean? I hung out with him, but I didn't have to be him.
All right. Best rap duo?
Duo? NWA.
Okay.
Yes.
Best rapper, dead or alive? All right. And that ends it with the speed round question.
Oh, don't try to act like you a genius and you just stuck that shit. We did the speed round. We talked about history. Until next time, thank you, man. Thanks for having me, man. This show was sponsored by WikiLeaf. WikiLeaf.com for you people that's been smoking and not understand it. And this is why you should go there. Because WikiLeaf has everything cannabis. You wanna know the best dispensary in your neighborhood? WikiLeaf. You have an argument about what strand you like, you don't like? WikiLeaf. Anything cannabis will be answered at WikiLeaf.com.